it's not about what other people tell you. It's about how you see yourself. You see, people will come, today they will flatter you, beautiful words, nice, and tomorrow the same people will dagger you, will put the knife in your back. So, whether people flattered you or people criticize you, you should not be touched by that. It's not because you are spiritual or not. If you want to live a life which is free from these craziness, it's best note one thing inside of your mind. Today, the same people which flattered you, tell to yourself, but tomorrow they themselves will criticize you. And don't listen to it. The moment you take it, then that will affect you. If you don't take it, hell to them. They want to flatter, good for them. If they want to criticize, good for them. It's up to them. Let their gift be with themselves. Let their rubbish be with themselves. Let their goodness be with themselves. But be good with yourself. How you see the world, that will reflect upon you. How you see, whether you become polluted or contaminated by the other people point of view, or you become radiant and glorious by the point of view of others, this is only happen when you take it upon you. Then you start to reflect that, oh, this is that person have flattered me. How wonderful must I be to be flattered? Oh, that person have criticized me. How horrible person must I be? Then you lose your own happiness. So if that depend upon how people see you, then you should stop living. You understand my point? So you live life most of the time thinking how other people perceive you. But that don't bring you happiness, no? What happened? Are you happy? Yes, you're happy when people flattered you. But then when people stop flattering you, you are unhappy afterwards when they criticize you, when they point finger towards you. But people point finger towards others because they don't understand. Actually, they point finger toward their own pity self, toward their own rubbish which they have inside of them. That's what they project it on others. So, like I said, I was always telling this beautiful story of the truck driver. People like to take their rubbish and throw it on everybody else. A truck driver, once a man, you remember the story I was telling? A man was going into a car in a taxi, and as they were going, there was a big truck driving very fast. And as the truck was over, the car, the taxi was in between, was going its own space. So the truck driver got very angry. But the taximan stayed calm. Even wave at him, nicely. So then the passenger was looking and was wondering, why are you so calm, when that person have just offended you? Then he gave a beautiful example and said that, look, it's just like a truck. The truck driver is like this rubbish truck, the truck who carry rubbish around. When somebody which is full of rubbish, they like to throw their rubbish on everybody else. If you are full of love, you also want to throw your love on everybody else. But if you are full of shit, what would you do? You don't have anything else. No? So, if you are full of dirt, that's what you will give to others. So you see clearly, people who have dirt inside of them, they are full, they are overloaded with that dirt. They like to throw it around. And of course, if you take that dirt upon you, then that dirt becomes you. Then you become dirty also. You become contaminated the same way. You become the same kind how they are. But if somebody is throwing love upon you, happiness, joy, take it. But note one thing is that that joy should be given also. If somebody have love inside of them, that's what they will give. If somebody have joy inside of them, that they will give. If they don't have that, how can they give? They will be miserable. They will be unhappy. So it's up to you whether you take it and become what they want or not. And this is how life goes on, you know. And that you will encounter many people like that, you know, because you see, the attitude of mankind is like this. You like to be flattered. You know, you like to hear good things from people, you know. But do you grow from that? No. Because you see, when somebody flattered you and tell you good things, that stops you of growing. Because then you are thinking how wonderful you are, how great you are. The ego is flattered, no? What is flattered inside of you? Do you think yourself is flattered into that? No, it's not flattered. It is your ego which is flattered. You know, when the ego gets flattered, it stops your spiritual growth. It stops you from growing. It stops you from even experiencing, learning things.